I'm Von Biggs, and let's queer up health. New daily HIV pill shows promise for drug-resistant patients long left behind by treatment. Tonight we bring important HIV treatment news that could change the daily life for long-term survivors who have been managing complex medication routines for decades. A new once-a-day HIV pill from Gilead Sciences aims to simplify treatment for people who cannot use the standard single-tablet options. Dr. Chloe Orkin of Queen Mary University of London describes the reality for many of her patients when she says, quote, "They keep asking, why can't I have a single pill? Or can I have an injection? And you have to keep saying no," end quote. She explains that many long-term survivors diagnosed in the 1980s and 1990s ended up with treatment options that did not work because, as she puts it, quote, "Science has moved on for everyone else except for them. Then they are like forgotten population," end quote. However, things might change now. A new study published in the Lancet tested this once-a-day pill in a group of 550 people who are currently on complex multi-pill regimens. According to Dr. Orkin, the drug worked as well as the complex regimen. The pill, made by Gilead Sciences, combines two of their HIV drugs, Bictegravir and Lenacapavir, into one tablet that's smaller than a multivitamin. Another study presented at the conference on the Retroviruses and Opportunistic infections, CROI, held in Denver, found this new pill is also as good as a single tablet pill, Biktarvy. That is recommended as a first-line option in U.S. treatment guidelines. This pill could become available in many countries by the end of the year, offering long-awaited simplicity and better for long-term survivors who have carried the weight of complex treatments far too long. You know, when the story came out and I read about it, it was interesting because I thought, oh, wow, this is going to be another regimen for people living with HIV, but it's really for those people that have had issues, people that have been on multi-pills and over years and kind of maybe built a resistance in some cases. From the 80s and 90s. So this is supposed to be very, very effective for that. And the studies look rather amazing. I mean, it's not ready for us yet, but...
So this, I don't mean to interrupt you, this group of the 550 individuals, are those people that are coming from this pool?
Right,
People who, okay,
right,
so
that have had issues, yeah. Yeah, so it's a way of trying to help manage them that. And you think pill fatigue, people will take multiple pill options, or they get really tired of taking that on a daily basis. So to have one pill like that.
That's great.
You know,
and less, one pill and less side effects.
Yeah, it would be amazing, yeah.
Yeah, it just highlights again the current administration's view of healthcare and the importance and also the investment in science, which is sorely being cut and underfunded here in the United States, and you know it's such a detriment not just to the people but again to the long-term results for populations and years to come that we could set us back 10 years, because again when there are not studies being funded, whether it's for HIV or cancer or maybe other diseases, you can't make up the time when you're sick with something. There's not like, oh, guess what, there's funding now, so just wait 10 years.
Give us a few months.
Right. Exactly. And I think we're going to see more and more, there are going to be more and more regimens coming out. There's going to be a lot of options for people living with HIV when it comes to medication. Same with PrEP. I mean, we've already got injectable PrEP every 6 months as an option. So imagine
instead of one pill. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's amazing the technologies and the science that's coming out. Even though government cut NIH and investments for doing research and things like that, these things are still happening.
Absolutely, just like in the 80s and 90s when it wasn't happening here, it was happening in Europe and in France and other areas. So thank God for Gilead. I mean,
it may seem like a small win in the scheme of things, but it's a very large win for our community, and it's a big step forward. I often say we have to celebrate every sort of size win at this table.
Amen.
So for that, it's a step forward. And there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.